All right, so this is a review of the Canon EOS Webcam Utility. This session is being recorded through Zoom because that's what the EOS Webcam Utility was designed for. I'm using right now a Canon EOS Rebel T3, so a bit of an older camera that I got off of Facebook Marketplace, but based on the picture quality that I'm seeing here, just exactly what I'm looking for a higher quality camera for webcam streaming. You can see the background in my image is a little bit blurred. That's based on the distance away of the stuff that's behind me. So this is the kind of quality that I was hoping to get out of it. With the recording, you might see a slight delay in the audio from my mouth moving versus the audio picking up from my microphone. So the microphone should be the audio coming through my headset here. And this is a cheap gaming headset that I bought off of Amazon. Nothing too crazy, but um, let's take a look at what we need to do to get this all set up on your computer if you're interested in doing something like this. So I'm doing this off of a MacBook Pro. This is a very old MacBook Pro. It's late 2011 model. So um, I'm using this, a USB cable that I bought from Best Buy, which is a Type A to a Type B mini plug, which is the plug that goes into the camera itself. And then also, again, my Canon Rebel T3. So we're going to screen share real quick. I'm going to give you my desktop. And we are going to open up. Let me just change this, make my image a little bit bigger. And we're just going to go straight to Google because when in doubt, Google it, right? So we're going to go Canon EOS Webcam Utility. Oh, it doesn't show what I saw before. Okay. So you're just going to click on this first one. It's going to bring you to the Canon website. And from here, you'll be able to scroll down, read through some of this stuff so that you can understand what you're getting yourself into. And then depending on whatever your operating system is, you'll choose what you want to have done. So you would click on, if you had a Mac like I do, you would click on this, scroll down. There's a nice little video that they provide that'll run you through some of the basics for streaming using the webcam service. So how to be able to do it on Facebook, YouTube, Zoom, OBS, all of that good stuff. And it talks a little bit about the quality between the differences. Since I'm doing this on Zoom, again, the intended nature for this webcam utility is for it to be used over webcam services like Zoom or Skype or any type of like web sharing thing like that. But if you were to stream it on something like OBS or Streamlabs OBS or anything of the sort, you get a very slower frame rate and it makes the video very choppy. At least in this, the only thing that I can really see based on like my head movement is the audio delay between my voice being picked up from the microphone and my mouth moving on camera. So here's all the different things that it is compatible with. So a fair amount for what we're trying to use. Most people are trying to do something like this. And then you'll eventually want to go down to find the directions. So here are some of the download instructions for you. You'd want to go find your model. So this will bring us directly down to all the different supported models. Anything with an asterisk, if you've looked at this before, is the newer additions that have been added to the utility. So originally, my camera, the EOS Rebel T3, wasn't available on this utility. And they must have recently added it because when I did a Google search to find it, I was able to open it no problem. So here's my camera. I'm going to click on that just to show you what it looks like. It'll open up all of the different cool things that I didn't even know that existed for the camera, which is really cool. So I had no idea that I'd be able to find my manual because God knows where that thing is now. I can download a PDF version of that. And then they have all these different drivers and downloads. Okay. So the cool thing is that Canon provides you with a whole bunch of different software that you can use with images that you take. So with this particular camera, I have access to Digital Photo Pro, this model for Mac OS, and then also Picture Style Editor, which after you take some images, this is opposed to getting something like Lightroom or whatever other photo editors that are out there that people would use. You can see here is the webcam utility for this camera. So you would hit select, and then it'll open up. Let's see what this is opening up. It's going to ask you some things to put in here so that you can opt into using this. It's kind of just like figuring out what you plan on using it for. just going to X out of this just to show. You probably want to open up this how to download and install manual. This is going to bring you to a nice little page that will highlight all of the things that you're probably going to need. Oh, whoops. When you click on it, it actually is going to download a document for you. And it'll be able to walk you through that. So let me see if I can download this. Oh, I was wrong. I'm sorry. You can download it here, or it'll show you here in this little below window. So it's going to walk you through the steps of like which folder you want it to go into, following the on-screen instructions, making sure that you use all the things to apply to those changes correctly. And then after you download it, it's going to restart your computer. Once it restarts your computer, you should be able to plug and play as long as you open Zoom or any other type of screen sharing option. From there, I'm going to stop the share. Well, actually, no. Let's see if I can show this on the screen. You may not be able to see my toolbar up top, but if you can, you'll see when you click on the little down arrow that shows stop video or show video in your Zoom, you'll be able to see either whatever your webcam is. Since I'm using a MacBook, it's the FaceTime HD camera, or it's going to show EOS Webcam Utility. This will allow you to use this webcam utility on Zoom and be able to seamlessly stream anything that you want through the lens of your DSLR camera. Now, again, I'm not going to come off as any type of professional photographer, videographer, anything like that. I'm just a guy who likes to play around with some tech and make sure that my video quality is nice for Zoom people while I'm working from home. So as a novice, I feel pretty accomplished for achieving something like this. So I hope you find it helpful. Again, the process that I went through was, number one, finding a camera on Facebook Marketplace, purchasing something cheap. And probably a step that you'd want to do before that is checking to see if your camera is an eligible candidate for this webcam utility, then going and purchasing the camera. So the cheaper you can get, the better, and you'll get a good, higher quality image. Second thing I had to do is if your camera doesn't come with it, you're going to have to purchase a USB Type A to a USB Type B mini cable. That's what's going to be your direct link from your camera into your laptop. And it's a simple USB attachment. Other ways that you can do this using different softwares like OBS is you can get an HDMI to an HDMI mini cable. But you won't be able to use the EOS utility. Unfortunately, you have to purchase an extra piece of equipment like an Elgato Cam Link or HDS 60 screen capture card, which is pretty expensive. They can run anywhere between $100 and $200 extra on top of what you're already buying to make a high quality experience. In my opinion, because I'm doing conference calls on Zoom and recording videos on Zoom, I don't really care too much about the quality of my audio being a little bit delayed compared to my my mouth moving on the camera. So it shouldn't be anything that's too crazy, but give it a try for yourself. Go to the Canon website and see if it's something that works for you. I hope to put out more stuff like this. This isn't something that I usually record in terms of like tech stuff, because I mostly do things that are related to health, exercise, fitness. But this was something that I felt was very helpful for me as a novice streamer and content creator. So give it a try for yourself, and leave a like on this if you felt it helpful. Thank you.